Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Data Breaches, where we cover 5 of the most interesting breaches from this last week. I'm Steve.
And Frank.
Well, this week we have airlines, auto marketplaces, Parkas, patient files, and crypto vaults when ransomware targets travel, transactions, and digital treasure chests. Jumping right into story number 1. All right, this is going to be a hard one to say. Air Côte d'Ivoire. This is an Ivory Coast national airline carrier, and looks like INC bought some tickets. That's right, INC Ransomware claims Air Côte d'Ivoire, which allegedly exposes financial details and customer information. Airlines sit at the crossroads of identity, payment, and international travel logistics, which makes them extremely attractive targets. Also, their website has this weird temporary suspension. Notice may be related.
Yeah, ransomware groups go where identity, money, and logistics cross. And airlines don't just move people. They also carry passports, payment cards, booking across borders. So when the PALs go up, airlines already had to struggle with lost bags, delayed flights, and now they have to prove they can keep up with passenger data too. And it's not just about leaked names, it's everything with chain reaction, identity fraud, account takeovers, reused passwords, used on other travel platforms, targeted scams using real travel data. So trust and timing is the name of the game here. Take either one and you'll see that damage spread far beyond one carrier.
Moving right along to story number 2, CarGurus here in the United States. And it looks like ShinyHunters may have rented a few cars without their consent. That's right, an automotive marketplace got hit by ShinyHunters. So ShinyHunters is claiming CarGurus, one of the largest automotive marketplaces in the United States. These platforms centralize buyer identities, dealer integrations, and transaction histories, meaning a breach doesn't just affect one company, it can ripple across dealership and consumers nationwide. I'd just like to point out that we've had a number of automotive ransoms and disruptions, such as CDK Global last year, and now we've got CarGurus.
Volvo. It's interesting because marketplaces are quite data hubs. They sit between buyers, dealers, lenders, so on. When hackers claim something like this, we're not talking about one corporate database. It's about the whole ecosystem. I mean, these platforms centralize identities, transactions, financing, conversations, which is basically a map of who is buying what and how. And that must be gold for committing fraud. And to be honest, marketplaces run on scale and speed, not necessarily deep security culture. So you can imagine when one gets hit, those dealerships downstream may not even realize they're exposed until phishing campaigns start landing. So yeah, centralization makes life easier for customers, but also for hackers.
Moving right along to story number 3. And in winter, this one really hurts. That's right, Canada Goose, obviously from Canada, a global luxury retail brand, but more commonly known for their winter coats. And it looks like ShinyHunters got maybe a few new luxury items because they are holding them for ransom. That's right, ShinyHunters once again. This time, it's Canada Goose. Retailers manage loyalty programs, payment systems, and detailed customer identity data, all of which can be monetized quickly. And this one may leave a few people out in the cold.
The luxury brand ransomware gang goes for the luxury brands. Makes sense to me. Probably another reminder that luxury brands are data companies, whether they like it or not, focus heavily on brand image, customer experience, and more related to aesthetics. And security becomes background noise until it hits the front page news. People pay extra for exclusivity and trust just to find out that their data ended up in a leaked forum. And in this scenario, reputational damage here can move faster than any ransomware negotiation.
I always heard that they had some of the warmest coats that you could buy. I know they're a luxury brand, but I think that people are paying not just for the brands, but for a reliable winter coat. So sad to see warm coats are now being held for ransom.
We don't have those here. Free imports. Do it for the people.
I'm sure you could find one, but you don't need that in Argentina. Well, maybe up in the mountains. Maybe it's far south Argentina.
No, it gets cold in winter.
Sometimes. But you have all those leather goods. You can just wear 3 leather coats and you're all set.
Yeah. You will find out they're more expensive than you have.
What, the leather coats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bought some leather goods when I was in Argentina.
How about the price?
That was great.
Okay.
Moving right along to story number 4, Modic Medical Center in the United States. And unfortunately, World Leaks checked in. Modic Medical Center is a healthcare provider, obviously in the United States, and World Leaks, being a healthcare company, is certainly going to be containing a lot of sensitive data, patient records, identity, insurance, billing, and clinical information all in one place. Modic Medical Center. We'll have to see what World Leaks is doing with this hospital.
It kind of shows again why healthcare never leaves the target list. Patient records are like stacked data sets with identity, insurance, billing, medical history, all in one place. And right there, you have the resale value plus the blackmail potential. Groups like World Leaks know that hospitals can tolerate downtime and they can't easily rebuild trust when sensitive clinical files leak. And small or regional healthcare providers are especially vulnerable because they often lack enterprise-level defenses, but still hold the same type of sensitive information as major hospital networks do.
And finally, story number 5, and this is a big one, BitGo in the United States. They are a digital asset custody provider, and they got hit by INC ransomware. That's right. INC ransomware, obviously crypto platforms are high value targets, financial infrastructure, cryptocurrency, which is easily transferable. And even the perception of a compromise can shake confidence. BitGo is also becoming a public company, so not great timing for that.
Digital assets are built on the promise of secure storage and advanced controls. That promise creates the trust in the belt. So even the smallest hint of compromise can shake that in a snap. So it all makes sense here. We've got concentrated value, the strong brand recognition, and of course, those headlines that can move markets. I think crypto trust is fragile per se. You named it. It takes a single claim to trigger speculation, withdrawals, make tweets, and all of a sudden you're riding the roller coaster of prices, all those crazy graphs. So whether or not access to actual assets occurred, the signal alone is more than enough to create that ground that hackers need to thrive. Traditional banks have decades of institutional trust behind them, but in crypto, that trust is still under construction. Hackers understand that, and they know well when and where to push.
Now, one small correction, it looks like INC is saying BitGo is Italian. So this could be an Italian crypto platform, or it could be the Italian part of this crypto platform. Hard to say, but I was confused as to why I was seeing Italian in their description. Looks like somehow related to Italy. Fascinating. Well, this week we've had airlines, auto marketplaces, luxury retail, hospital, and crypto vaults. Ransomware continues to target organizations that centralize identity and financial data. If your business handles payments, credentials, or high-value assets, you are a leverage point. Pour a bourbon, make sure to patch your systems, and remember, attackers don't chase industries, they chase aggregation. Until next time.